So here I am. I'm back at Olympic Stadium. Fun fact, 22 years ago, I saw Galatasaray play Rizespor in this stadium, and that was the first game I ever went to. I knew barely any Turkish. I could say Bir Chai Lütfen, and that was about it. Um, Everybody talked to my wife, not me, and she translated everything. But you know what? I kept going to more games and studying Turkish more and studying Turkish more. And, you know, look how much has changed in 22 years. Now I've got my Turkish citizenship. The girl I was with at this game has been my wife for 21 years. I've got tons of Galatasaray friends. I can travel over here, and I took 5 different trains to get here from Beyoğlu, and I can do all this by myself and not get lost anymore and just talk to people in Turkish. And now I've got this channel that all you guys are apparently loving, which is crazy to me. And so, yeah, I'm about to go inside and see if we can get a victory this time. I've been to 2 straight draws. I don't want another draw. I want Uchpuan, and maybe Noa Lang will play today. Who knows?
Who would have thunk it? I just got back from one of my wildest Galatasaray nights against Fatih Kuramuk. Galatasaray won 3-1, but I'm so proud of myself. I took not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, not 5, but 5 different metros over 2.5 hours to get to Olympiat Stadium. And for all you people hating on Olympiat Stadium, just know I'm now 2-0 all time at that stadium. Yes, 22 years ago, I went to my first ever Galatasaray game. Here's the picture of me at the place. That's my soon-to-be wife, but she wasn't at that point. That was against Çaykur Rizespor. We won that game. Hakan Şükür scored. And then here I am today, 22 years later. I haven't been back to that stadium since. And look how many things have changed. I talked about it in the beginning. Back then, I couldn't speak hardly a word of Turkish. I could say Çay Lütfen, Hesap Lütfen, Memnun Oldum. Those are like beginner travel things. Now I'm being interviewed by like Turkish YouTube stations, and I'm doing it all in Turkish. Oh yeah, after the game, I got interviewed by one of those about the game and the Champions League. So that was fun too. So on the metro, I met this great guy. Come to find out, him and his twin brother are big members of Ultra Aslan. They're the cheer guys. And so, again, I could barely even speak Turkish the first game I went to. Then I kept going to more games, studying more Turkish, and now I'm going to games by myself. My wife's not even in the country with me. I'm just all by myself. I'm meeting all these great people, doing interviews in Turkish. Again, got this station. It's just crazy how much things changed in the last 22 years. Instead of like not progressing, I've come this far, and I want to stop before I get into the actual game and thank all of you for that. You're a big part of it. I've never, ever had a bad experience at a Galatasaray game. I've never had anyone be rude to me. Everybody that I meet, they're accepting of me. This American who's come into their camp. From the first time I came to Turkey, I felt at home here. And over the years, all I really wanted to do was belong. And I mean, to be accepted as a Turk. And the Galatasaray community is really who brought me in first, and still to this day, that I don't go to a game where I don't meet a new person who's totally engaging and they're supportive of what I'm doing, trying to learn the language and being a huge Galatasaray fan and not caring about anything else. And so thanks all of you, because I'm sure I've been at a game with many of you before, as I've met people. We have been at games together. And so it's just been an awesome ride. Awesome ride. I can't wait to see what the future holds, because it's just so much fun being a Galatasaray fan. And you know what else was fun? This game tonight. Why didn't I tell you? Why didn't I tell you? Oh, and in that picture, this is the scarf I had that many years ago. See, it's a three-star scarf. So the first half, Sara scores. And I know I've been a Sara hater, but I've got him and he's playing better. Maybe it's just taking him a while to get past his injury. I don't want to sell him now. We need to keep him. So that's one point. And Osimhen, Victor Osimhen. After Sara opened the score, then Fatih Karagümrük leveled it. And please, I'm not begging for you to comment, but please do. What was Urjan doing on the Fatih Karagümrük goal? He came way out, and then he didn't go back. I think he was caught, didn't know what to do because there were so many attackers coming, and we just let them through like Swiss cheese. At that point, they scored their goal. But then Osimhen scored 2 wonderful goals in quick succession. And Davis and Sanchez played a great game. Abdülkerim Bardakçı played a great game. I saw a tweet this week that if his nationality was anything else besides Turkish, he'd be one of the most famous defenders that there is. And I think they might be right. Shalai had a great game. İlkay started the game. İlkay, he had 2 scoring chances. 2. One of them was right in front of goal. And he didn't get either one of them. So it's kind of a mixed bag with İlkay. Again, he was injured as well, like half our team was. And so I feel like he's working his way back. He played well in the field tonight and played a majority of the game before Yunus came to spell him. But the game probably should have been 5-1 if he had put those away. And Barış still struggles to score and pass the ball. I heard more than one person say Esek Gibi, which means he's like a donkey. And lately he has been. But the team played great, especially in the second half. I said it that leading up to the Atletico game, didn't I say it? That all they were thinking about against Fenerbahce in that made-up cup game, against Fethiyespor, and even against that league game in Gaziantep, all they could think about was Atletico. Because no one's mentioned those games since we got the point from Atletico. And tonight, it took them a little while to get going. They looked freer. They looked like they were playing a little bit more open. We even had some substitutes that we could bring in. And so that was great to see. We're getting more people back. Still don't know where Singo is. That man is making more money per minute of playing time, I think, than any person on the planet. God, I'd like to get him back. So he's not back, but we're talking about Barış. And one thing that might help Barış play better is finally we beat Atletico Madrid, and like we all predicted, now that we're like 99% sure that we're going to go on in the Champions League, we start making transfers. So we got Noa Lang coming in from Napoli, and it doesn't seem like he's a bad player. It seems like he and the coach don't get along at all, and so he's not playing. And so I've seen like mixed reviews of people what they think about him. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt because I know when I come to Istanbul, my life gets automatically better because it's awesome here. And so I can only think that when Noa Lang, now that he's here, he's going to be a happier camper too, and happier players play better. And that's what we need. We haven't had someone that can put pressure on Barış or really anybody lately, that if they're not playing well, they're going to get sat down. Remember like what we did with Sané early on? They sat Sané down. because at that point we had Singo, and so Shalai and Eunice could play over there. And what happened? He sat down, got his head straight, decided to play some defense, and now he's doing very well. He got to rest this game, so that was great ahead of the Manchester City game. So we got Noa Lang in the house, and we also got Asperillo. He's a Colombian 22-year-old who can play number 10. Yes, that number 10 we haven't had since we sold Mertens. And so he also qualifies for the young player deal as a foreigner. So it opens us up another transfer spot. So that's good. So he can play 10 or he can play the wing. He's kind of split it, I don't know, 50-50, 60-40, somewhere in there, full on. But he's going to be somebody that can back up who we have. And then I think, especially in league games, once he gets acclimated, he can start as well. So we're finally getting some depth. That's midfield help that we needed. We got wing help because Noa Lang can also move around. So we got two versatile wingers. Well, not wingers, right? But we have versatility now there, which will help us going forward. So now we're waiting on that defense. Who can we get to back up Abdul Karim and Davidson? Or back up Lamina if he's going to play there. I don't know. But it was a super fun day. I hope you enjoyed the little bit of footage there. I didn't want to do a vlog for Fatih Karagümrük. I felt like it was a bit much. And I've just been recording for like so much time, riding the 5 different trains. Not really stuff I probably want to do again, but I feel accomplished that the American rode the 5 trains and I didn't get lost on the 5 trains and I made it to the game on time. And while I was there, they served sucuk sandwiches. I never had a sucuk sandwich. Lots of sucuk was in it, so it was very good. Should have been what I paid for. Usually they have the kofte sandwiches at the stadium, but in this stadium, it was in the stadium, sucuk, and they had salep. So people poo-poo on Olympic Stadium like I'd have a sucuk sandwich and salep. Because if you don't know, I forgot, it's colder because that stadium's like up here and Istanbul's down here. So while I dressed right for here, I was not dressed right for here. But yes, so we're still leader Galatasaray. We got our 3 points. Osimhen scored. Nobody got a card. So we had 4 players. If they got a card, they missed the next game. So that's going to reset. So that is fantastic. And now and no one got hurt. And transfers are coming. And that's good because we're gearing up for a trip to Manchester on Wednesday, where it wouldn't hurt us to get another point to take that 98 or 99% to 100. So that's it. That's the show. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope I don't look tired. I was kind of flying high, so I wanted to come home and do it right after the game. So thank you for watching. If you like it, give it one of those thumbs up. If you're enjoying the channel, subscribe. You can find us on the socials, Instagram and TikTok and Twitter and all that fun stuff. And let's keep this winning going. Hadi, Mbuk, Jim Bone.